and how disturbed we were at that time. And yes,
back in the 80s, moved on to the 90s.
Point of order, Chair.
Order, Angus?
Really don't want to interrupt my colleague going back to the 1980s, because I'm sure they will be willing, with Mr. Dong's leadership, to talk for hours and hours and hours and hours on this. However, we did make a vote, so I'm just asking for clarification, because the meeting is going to end in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Shall we just send our witness list to you so we can begin this? And since this is now community business, I would assume that committee business has to be taken up at a meeting on committee business, that we will actually be able to start just meeting. Since the Liberals don't want to talk about the parameters of the study, can we just send you witness lists and we can actually get down to work, so we don't have to deal with another 40 hours of filibuster on this motion?
Chair? Thank you, Mr. Angus. Yes, Mr. Sorbera.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I believe that is not a point of order by Member of Parliament Angus.
That's you're correct.
That's
Mr.
a question.
You're correct. But go ahead, Madam Shanahan. Also, in regards to the timing, it's 12:59 now. I will go to the committee if there's a desire to continue on to QP. We will do that.
No.
Go ahead, Madam Shanahan.
Yeah, I'd actually, Chair, if you are looking to suspend the meeting at this time, I think that something that we can entertain. But I am enjoying speaking to my colleagues' motion, because again, it's a very it's exactly the kind of work that we should be discussing here.
Point of order, Chair.
It's
Yes, Mr. Angus.
I'm just trying to get clarification from you.
Yes, sir.
You have allowed this motion to go forward. We are now no longer discussing a study. We just spent the equivalent of 20 meetings trying to get this motion forward. So I'm asking you to show leadership here and tell us, if I send in witness lists, can we begin our study? Or do we have to go through another 40 or 60 or 80 hours of Mr. Dong and Ms. Shanahan's recollections about everything in life? We have work to do, so I'd like you to show some direction to our committee so we know where we will be at our next meeting. Are we on our study, yes or no?
Thank you, Mr. Angus. I apologize that you feel frustrated. I'm trying to follow the rules of procedure. There's another motion on the floor and conversation, but I am certain that if you send your witnesses in, then we will be, as Mr. Workington said earlier, we'll be compiling a witness list for the previous motion. Go ahead, Madam Shanahan. Also, you'd need to move a motion in regards to adjournment if that's what you desired. So go ahead.
I adjourn.
Chair, I thank you. I have the floor, and actually, I would be open to you suspending the meeting if you could confirm that I would be first on the speaking list at our next meeting.
Yeah, I don't see any will really to suspend the meeting. I mean, if you wanted to move an adjournment, then we would go to a vote. But you can continue on with your comments, Madam Shanahan.
All right. So just to clarify, that I am happy to speak to my colleagues' motion, because I do find it very germane to the kind of discussion that we need to be doing here at this committee, and.